And typically our physical therapist or assistant will do some type of manual stretching, massage therapy, or range of motion on that patient. And after the initial visit, we typically see patients 2 to 3 times a week for 4 to 6 weeks.
LionsPTLV.com, 702-476-0222.
You ready for another Vegas summer? Better question, is your car ready? If the thought of another go-around of stalling, battery failure, or faulty air conditioning has you down, 2 words. United Nissan, the #1 Nissan dealer in Southern Nevada. Huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, and they'll give you the best deal in Vegas. Yeah, they're pretty serious about that. And take a test drive and they'll pay for your gas. So what do you say? Great selection with low prices? Shop online now at UnitedNissan.com. United Nissan. Save money. Enjoy life. #1 based on 2019 year-to-date sales of new Nissans.
This is Peter on his motorcycle.
Oh, the open road!
And this is Peter off his motorcycle.
Please move your paper off my desk. Thank you.
On his motorcycle.
I feel so alive!
Off his motorcycle.
I feel like we covered that already, so...
On.
Wow! Look at the ocean!
Off.
Look at this article I found about urban planning.
You're better on your bike. Progressive helps keep you on it. Get a quote in as little as 3 minutes at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
You know that maintaining your home indoors and out means working with the best brands. Lowe's helps you do it right by carrying trusted names like John Deere and Craftsman, and we help you save on them too. Now when you buy a John Deere Z-Track zero-turn mower, get a $200 Lowe's gift card via mail-in rebate. And you can get your choice of a Craftsman 20-volt max cordless string trimmer or a Craftsman 2-tool 20-volt max power tool combo kit for $99. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 6/26 U.S. only. John Deere offer excludes California, Alaska, and Hawaii.
$2 beers locked in at the Las Vegas ballpark.
A 5-game homestand starts this week against the San Francisco Giants affiliate Sacramento River Cats. Enjoy $2 beers on Thursday. Then on Friday, we'll light up the sky with an incredible post-game fireworks show presented by City National Bank. On Saturday, the first 2,000 fans receive a Finn the Bad Dog bobblehead sponsored by Southwest Gas. First pitch, 7:05 each night. Grab your tickets at aviatorslv.com.
Follow us on Twitter at the LV Sportsline and at ESPN Las Vegas.
What's hot today? It's time for the WagerTalk Marquee Matchup of the Night. WagerTalk.com. Start winning now.
All right, let's go to Yankee Stadium. Not literally, just figuratively. I don't think we'd make it in time for the game. Astros and Yankees tonight, and this could very well be a preview of what we're going to see in October, Ralph. That's Ralph Michaels. I'm Dave Cokin. The Astros, certainly heavy favorites to run away with the AL West. And even though it's only a 3.5-game margin, the Yankees are now substantial favorites to win the AL East. I don't think there's much question about that. They meet tonight. Framber Valdez will go for the Astros, biggest start of his young major league career. And the Yankees will go with a bullpen crew. Opener Chad Green, who was struggling early in the season coming off injury, but has gotten healthy. And his last time as the opener, faced 6 batters and struck them all out. So he's starting to get accustomed to that role. And the Yankees have some very good bullpen pieces. What will be interesting here, to me, is to see what the Yankees do in terms of who follows Chad Green, probably based on what happens in the first couple innings. If the Astros happen to get on the board early, I think you might see David Hale, something like that. Otherwise, the Yankees might go with a better arm in back of Chad Green. So this, to me, makes this a tough game to handicap. I do know this. I don't think I want to get in the Yankees' way right now. And the Astros are coming in a little bit of a funk offensively. They haven't hit the last few games, and they just got swept at Cincinnati, Ralph.
The Chad Green story, now 5-0 when he starts as a starter this year. So there are certain times it works and it helps out. As I mentioned earlier when we were talking about the game, the one negative is that the Yankees are only 8-9 this year against lefties, including 5-7 at home against lefties.
But that was with
a lot of people on the IL. Yeah. Now you're seeing some of those poppers coming back. Agreed. And you look at Valdez. I mean, Valdez is only making his 3rd start. His first 2 starts at home against the Blue Jays, not a scary lineup. at home against the Orioles. So now to go on the road, make your first start at Yankee Stadium with the lineup getting healthy, that has me leaning the Yankees. Interesting note for the Astros. The Astros have only been an away dog 3 times this year. They're 0-3.
Now there's 2 things interesting about that. One is that on the rare occasions they've been road underdogs, it hasn't worked out. But the other interesting thing is that there is some market movement on this game, and it's on the Astros, and I think it's based on the fact that they are it's very rare that you will find the opportunity to bet on this team as an underdog, and some bettors are trying to exploit that. Now, I can't myself. I think, boy, the Yankees look like they're on a roll right now, and I don't like playing. I don't like playing 2 streaks to end, and that's what you'd be doing here. You'd be asking the Astros to end their losing streak, and asking the Yankees to have their winning streak ended. I have a tendency, if I'm going to play those games at all, I'd rather go with the team that's winning against the team that's losing as a rule.
If I said to you, one team is at home, hitting 300 over the last 5 days, has won 5 straight games. The other has a pitcher making his first road start, batting .245 off 4 straight losses, you'd probably say the line's going to be 170, 180.
Right.
I agree with you.
You can't do that against the Astros, obviously.
Agreed, but current form certainly has the Yankees. And I think in baseball, we've talked about this all the time, and that's part of the reason on WagerTalk I do the MLB who's hot, who's not. It looks at just the last 10 days. Teams go through ebb cycles.
It's I think we're somewhat in the same camp on this, but this is where I get into arguments with guys who put a lot of faith in back data. It doesn't have a lot to do with what's happening right now. So I don't care what so-and-so is lifetime against lefties or whatever. That stuff doesn't matter to me. I want to know what's going on recently with him. Because
totally agree. I look mostly at the last month.
It's not like football or basketball. It just isn't. Baseball is a sport built on streaks, which makes sense over 162 games. And you have to go with the ebbs and flows, and to me, those outweigh basically any other variables. The long-term stuff means almost nothing to me.
When you're playing 160 games and your best team wins 100 and your worst team wins 60, I mean, there's no sport that's so compact. Well, we're talking the Orioles.
Not 60 this year.
The Orioles are different. We know that, and there's been some teams that have won more. But basically, from top to bottom, you're that compact with what you have. I mean, that's why baseball in a 3-game series, a team wins 1 out of 3. You're always there.
I'm going to plug this. You got a 5% play at WagerTalk tonight.
I do baseball now. 31-15 my last 46 plays.
Good.
7-2 my last 9 MLB 5% plays. And one more thing I want to mention for WagerTalk: summer days now with baseball. Yes. The 3% plays. Every 3% play is now down to $9 the next month. Every 4% play down to $15 discounted. So if you haven't been around or you want some cheaper plays, it's a great time to go to WagerTalk.com.
I was 6-1 my last 7 going into today, but I lost the Indians. 3% playing the Indians, so that's
Jose Ramirez is a bum.
He is a bum because if you don't, it's bad enough that he's been awful.
Under 200 now,
but he didn't run out of pop up today with a man on first. And Odor let the ball drop on purpose and it ended up a double play. There is no excuse for dogging it. He's a bum. Okay, time for us to go to our LPT Play of the Day.
It's the LPT Play of the Day. Tonight's best bet from Lions Physical Therapy. Your 5-star rated specialists.
I never get on a guy who's trying
hustles
and happens to be just going badly or is in a slump. Feel bad for him. But when you pull a stunt like Jose Ramirez pulled today, and Terry Francona leaves him in the game? Are you kidding me? He left him in the game? You got to bench the guy. We got to get out of here. So let me give you your LPT Play of the Day. This is for this weekend in the CFL. It's a small play because the best numbers go on. Hamilton -2 I thought was a good play. Hamilton -3.5 against Toronto. I'll make that a play of the day. I would keep it to maybe a half your normal bet. Thanks to Will Bernanke from CG Technology Sportsbooks. Thanks to Ralph Michaels. Thank you, Ari Platinum. I'm Dave Cokin. Thanks for listening, everybody. Cofield & Company is next.